Hi, everyone. I hope that you're well. My name is Sequoia, and I use she and her pronouns. And I wanted to come on and start with a new offering. Um, it's kind of a continuation of the Sunday tea readings that I was doing, but I really like the energy of Thursdays. Thursday is a Jupiter day. Jupiter is a planet that encourages expansion. And so these readings will help to kind of cultivate and facilitate expansion energy around our healing. So we'll jump right in. Um, you may have been experiencing a lot of changes, potentially a lot of harsh energies. Um, there may have even been, some things kind of coming up around the way that you communicate and how you communicate with folks. Um, and that could definitely be related to Mercury being in retrograde right now in Gemini. Also, um, let's see, I've got some little notes here, but also Saturn, which is the planet of discipline, has been kind of moving around in the sign of Aquarius, which is the sign of technology, also our humanitarian efforts. So, more discipline coming in, structure coming in around the way that we engage with our devices and also our humanitarian efforts. So, the ways that we show up in the community. So, let's pull a few cards. Spirit, Eternal, show me a message for expansion, for healing, for the collective. What will be supportive for the next 7 days related to folks that are on their healing journey? Okay. So we got two cards that came out. Adjustments. Let's see. Here we go. Adjustments are required. Okay. And that's the third quarter moon. And then step out of your comfort zone, which is the north node. So step out of your comfort zone. And then adjustments are required. So right off the bat, it feels like related to the energy of expansion and where we are in our healing journey, Spirit is encouraging us to, as I mentioned about Saturn and discipline, um, look into the ways that we are engaging in our healing work right now. There may be some places that we are overextending ourselves related to our healing work, meaning we may be focusing on a particular area that, we process enough or in a particular way. Spirit may also be suggesting that you look at the ways that you're engaging with your healing work, and maybe you need to lean into that a little more. Around the theme of discipline and the way that we're communicating, step out of your comfort zone. That also kind of signals for me that maybe you need to try something new as a collective. There may be a new practice that you can incorporate into your healing journey that might be supportive for you right now. One thing that I have incorporated into my practice that's been super helpful, I go do saltwater floats. So there's a local place that has a saltwater, it's a deprivation kind of pod, but that has been so helpful with releasing tension in my body. After those saltwater floats, there's this huge release emotionally because my body is relaxed. So, with this card that's encouraging us to step out of our comfort zone, there may be a practice that you might need to try that's outside of, maybe some of the normal or typical things that you do for your healing journey. There may be a topic, maybe if you're doing shadow work, there may be a topic within shadow work that you need to process out a little more. Shadow work can mean a lot of different things for folks. It really depends on where you are and what you're focusing on. Shadow work can include topics like anger, emotions, inner child work, any type of challenges or just emotional imbalances that we're experiencing. So, Spirit may be calling to you to check into a little bit of shadow work as well. Let's pull a chakra card. So that was the message around step out of your comfort zone and adjustments are required. Also, how the energy of where Saturn is right now and Mercury retrograde and how that ties into the way that we're communicating. Um, let's pull a chakra card. Okay. And see what chakras might be blocked. Internal. Show me what the collective needs to expand on related to a chakra. Okay. So one immediately jumped out. We're not going to force any other energies. It feels like eternal spirit is saying, forgiveness. And um, green is the chakra for the heart. And so with step out of your comfort zone, adjustments are required. Maybe there's someone that we need to forgive on our healing journey right now. Maybe we need to forgive ourselves. Maybe there is an acknowledgement that someone needs to forgive you. And you may not be talking to this person. You all may not be engaging, but how do you get closure, from a situation when you're not talking to the other person or you're not in communication with them, right? And you do that through radical acceptance. So it feels like Spirit is encouraging us in this energy to look at our heart chakra and where do we need to usher in forgiveness for self, for others. And that will help with the blockages that we may have around our heart right now. Radical acceptance. Okay, let's get a self-care card. And then we'll wrap this up. And I appreciate your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment below. Let me know if this resonates or not. I would like to, start doing these live where folks are in the chat and we can talk about some of these things. So, yeah, that'll be in the future. We're manifesting that. All right, eternal. Let's see, self-care card that will be helpful to support this energy for the collective. My cards are quiet today. Okay, so We got ritual sound healing, and then the throat chakra came up, and is that a number 2? Okay. So this particular card is highlighting that one of the things that might be supportive for the forgiveness piece and the heart, and any blockages that we may be experiencing with the heart, is to speak up, maybe have a conversation, maybe ask some questions. Also, to potentially go within. Okay. There may be some messages for you from some music. Um, yeah, there may be some messages for you related to music that you might listen to. There may be, some healing there for yourself. That's that piece about closure that I was kind of talking about. If you aren't in communication with someone, how do you kind of facilitate closure for yourself? Maybe listening to some music may give you the answer to heal that. You may have some blockages around your throat because you're not able to communicate with this person, right? Maybe you can write a letter to them as if you were going to send it out. But that could be a practice so that the thoughts are not just kind of swirling around in your head, right? Like journaling about these things, that's a place where you can get closure as well. Kind of writing out a letter. So, yeah, let's see, is anything else coming up? Step out of your comfort zone, adjustments are required. This may be a message that you might want to do some type of dance or music, kind of healing, um, high frequency music is really helpful related to healing as well. It might be something new. It might be a practice that you actually return to, dancing, listening to music, journaling, your thoughts, writing letters to folks so that you at least get your thoughts out. Not that you're going to send it per se, but to at least get the thoughts from ruminating in your mind. Radical acceptance. Also, I keep going back to the word forgiveness. So there may be something about forgiveness, expansion around forgiveness that might be healing for the next 7 days for you. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that wherever you are on your healing journey, that you have the support and the resources that you need. Um, and yeah, I hope that you will return on Thursdays for these messages to give you a little bit of inspiration. Also, a place of grounding and affirmation that, you're on the right track.